Good morning. Welcome to 6 a.m. and session 2 of Back to Basics. So, in session 1, we. Sorry, my cat is apparently coughing. Anyway, so in session 1, we talked about diffusers, diffuser care, how you would set it up, all things diffusers. So this morning I actually wanted to talk about some of these little bottles themselves, the information that's on there. What's the difference between this cool white label and these colored labels, and just, general good to know info. All right, so here I have a white label. So this is a Vitality oil, and it is, I happen to grab in lemongrass. And then here I have lemongrass, but it's got a colored label. So what is the difference between lemongrass Vitality and lemongrass, just regular lemongrass? And the answer is the oil in the bottle, there is no difference whatsoever. It's the exact same oil. However, the labels are different. And the reason is Vitality oils, so these white labels, are labeled for ingestion. So, if I wanted to talk about cooking with lemongrass, I would definitely grab my Vitality. If I talked about putting lemongrass in a capsule, I would grab my Vitality. Things like that. So, any kind of ingestion, the Vitality labels are labeled for ingestion. Whereas if I wanted to talk about diffusing lemongrass or applying lemongrass topically, I would grab the regular lemongrass, which is labeled for topical and aromatic use. That is the difference. Exact same oil in the bottles, different labels. All right. So first thing I'm going to talk about is kind of what's on here. So of course we have what it is, which is your lemongrass Vitality. And then over here on the side, we've got our beautiful seed to seal. Now, I'm not sure, this is an older Vitality bottle, so I'm not sure if the new labels have arrived yet that say non-GMO project verified on the Vitality labels, or if that's still only on the website. If it's not on the labels yet, it's coming. Because our Vitality oils at this point have been non-GMO project verified, which is very exciting. All right. So I'm going to turn this label here and just kind of read what's there. And ingredients, lemongrass oil. That's it. So this is not a blend, it's a single oil. So it just has one ingredient, what it says on the bottle. And then it's going to have, if you would like nutrition information, it's got a number you can call, which is Young Living. And distributed by, and then the lot number. If for some reason you ever have a problem with a bottle when it arrives, that lot number is very, very important. So, and then of course, under your Vitality there, they've got the amount of oil in the bottle and all that good stuff. So this is a small bottle. All the Vitalities are 5 ml bottles. And then if you look where this is, lot number is, you can actually peel this label back, and lo and behold, look, there's more information under there. Isn't that neat? So under here, directions, so it tells you how to use it. It suggests diluting 1 drop of lemongrass oil with 1 drop of carrier oil. Now remember, your carrier oils are your fatty oils, and we'll have a whole session on carrier oils. But you can put it in a capsule and take it up to 3 times daily. It has a caution to, of course, keep out of the reach of children, because you don't want your children guzzling it down. That would get very uncomfortable. Of course, if you're pregnant, the standard, if you're pregnant, nursing, taking medication, have a medical condition, consult with a healthcare professional, and of course it's storage, keep in a cool, dark place. So that's pretty standard on these labels. Now, the Vitality labels do not have a little window so that you can see how much oil is left in your bottle. So when you peel your label back, you can kind of make your own little window and see how much oil is left in your bottle. All right, so that's a Vitality. This is the same oil, just in the bigger. This is the 15 ml bottle. See, I haven't even opened it yet. So down here it says the 15. It's got, let's see. Of course, the ingredients list is the same. It's just lemongrass oil. And then on the other side, you've got your directions. Now, they're going to be a little different because this isn't a Vitality, but it just says dilute 1 drop with 4 drops of V6, so that's your carrier oil, or olive oil. And then it always suggests testing on a small patch of skin first, and or diffusing. You can diffuse it up to 30 minutes 3 times a day. Really up to you. And of course, the same cautions. Keep out of the reach of children, it's the exact same caution as on the Vitality. So that is the difference between the colored labels and the white Vitality labels. All right, now this is a blend. It's called Clarity. I just got it for free this month, and let me tell you, I love it. Very excited that I got to try this one for free this month because it has been very helpful in waking my brain up first thing in the morning. So yeah, anyway, I really like this one. So the first 2 that we talked about were singles. This one is a blend. Now, as far as the label colors go, as far as I can tell, the colors were just chosen based on the original plant. So it's not like all the red oils are good for this and all the green oils are good for that. It's really up to you. They do come in different colors. And it's funny, like you'll notice as you start using, you seem to be drawn more to one color over another. I've noticed that in myself. But it just kind of depends. I'm not sure why that is. Anyway, so this is a blend instead of a single. And you see that you do have the little window, the little clear window there where you can see your oil level, because this is one of the colored labels. All right, so again, it's got the topical and aromatic and storage right there by your little window. And I'm going to peel up where it's got that lot number. Whoop, peel it back. You can hear it going. All right, and this one has a whole lot under the label, because this is a blend, so the ingredients in the blend this is actually a pretty big blend. It's got a lot of stuff in it. So the ingredients, if you read them, they'll start there. They do, because it's plants, they do the Latin name of the plant and then the regular name in parentheses. So like the first ingredient here is, I don't do Latin really well, so hang on here. Common balacinum, which is basil. So the first ingredient of Clarity is basil, and I can smell that, and I love basil. Anyway, so it has a long list of ingredients on Clarity. And then the caution, so all of that is just hidden up under the label. So if you've ever got an oil and you're not sure what's in it, it is on the label. All right, so let's talk about these little bottles themselves. These are, of course, glass bottles, and they're a dark brown because you want your oils to not be exposed to a lot of light. And if you pull open the cap, each oil has this little plastic thing up at the top. It's called a drop reducer, because remember, essential oils are potent and you don't want to use a lot of them at once. So this actually slows down how much oil comes out of the bottle. Hey, Shireen. All right. Now, but basically, instead of pouring it out, you can just get 1 or 2 drops at a time, and you can count out how many drops you need. So this drop reducer thing is actually really awesome. Now, if you look at, let me get this pointed at the camera. So you see this big hole in the middle. A lot of people think that is where the oil comes from. It is not. The big hole in the middle is actually your air hole. So that's how air is coming into your bottle so that your drops can come out. Your drops are coming out. Let me see if I can find it on the camera. If you look, whoop, point it at the camera, Jessica. There is a there you go. You can just see it. Teeny tiny hole right there on the side of the big hole. You see it? It's small. And it's kind of down in that dip. So the teeny tiny hole on the side is actually where your oil is coming out of. So if you notice, like, man, this is taking forever, you may have your little teeny tiny oil hole pointed up instead of down. So a lot of times if you're having trouble finding your little hole, just kind of turn your bottle as you're trying to get your drop out, and you'll notice when the hole's on the bottom. All right. So we talked about the drop reducer. We talked about the label. The other thing that when you first get your kit, that'll come with it. This is just an old bottle that I peeled the label off of. But you can see I've got this black cap on here. And that's a roller top. So these are called the roller fitments. So if you want to put a roller fitment on your oil bottle, because you know, say this is Stress Away or whatever, and it's something I want to use all the time, and I don't want to bother with drops, I just want to roll it on. What you're going to do is take off this little plastic drop reducer, and I just pop it off with my finger. That's really, boop, just pop it off so your bottle's naked. I'm going to put this back on because I don't actually want to put one on my Clarity bottle. Ooh, that smells good. So you get your bottle top naked. Whoop. All right, so naked bottle top. And then I'm going to grab the little roller cap that came in the kit. In fact, the kits now contain 2 of these little roller caps, which is awesome. And I'm just going to place it on top of my naked bottle. And I'm not even going to push it down all the way. See how there's still a gap there? And then I'm going to take this lid that came with it and I'm going to screw it down. And that's it. Because now, just the act of screwing it down has popped it all the way on my bottle. And I can go and roll and do whatever I need to with this bottle. And then when when I'm ready to take the roller top off, don't ever throw away your rollers. These things are gold. I'm actually, I'm not even going to try and pry it off with my finger, although you can. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my cap and I'm going to put it just barely on and I'm going to pop. And boom, there's that gap. I can just pop it. Very easy. I love these and I use them quite frequently. So that is how you would take a roller bottle on and off. Empty bottles are great for roller bottles. As you can see, I've done that with this one. This is in fact Helichrysum. So what I did, Helichrysum only comes in these small 5 ml bottles. So I dumped an entire bottle of Helichrysum in this big 15 ml. And then I added my carrier oil. I tend to use liquid coconut. Filled it up to the top and popped a roller on. So when I need Helichrysum, I've got my little roller bottle and I can just roll it on and it's ready to go. All right. I think that was all I wanted to talk about this morning as far as bottles and labels go. If you have any questions, please pop them in the comments for me. I will do my best to answer or direct you to the answer. And we will continue with our Back to Basics series next week. I do it on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 a.m. So feel free to join me live here on Facebook. All right, guys, thank you so much, and I will talk to you later. Bye.